Hi, I'm Tylee with Virtuoso Support. In this video, we'll show you how to do some basic checks, how to inspect and replace the powerboard if it's found damaged in your Virtuoso Conical grinder. This video applies for the Encore ESP, and the Classic Virtuoso. If you have another grinder in the Virtuoso Conical grinder family, the troubleshooting steps and checks may look a bit different, so we recommend reaching out to Virtuoso Support for more assistance. For the advanced electrical check and the repair, you'll need a towel, a flathead, Phillips or T10 Torx bit, a soft brush, and the replacement powerboard that can be found on Virtuoso.com. A drill is optional, but ensure you use low torque if using one to not strip the screws or screw holes. Before we open up the grinder and replace any parts, let's rule out simple electrical issues that don't require any disassembly. First, inspect the power cord for any damage and confirm the outlet works. Plug in a different appliance, like a lamp, and make sure it turns on. Avoid plugging the grinder into a power strip or a surge protector for testing. Plug it directly into a wall outlet that you know is good. Next, make sure the hopper is fully installed and twist it into place below setting 40. Test it with both the on-off switch and the front button. If you have checked all of these things and still cannot get the grinder to turn on with either the side switch or the front pulse button, we'll need to progress to an internal electrical check to find the culprit. Start by emptying out any beans from the hopper and grind through what's remaining between the burrs. Then unplug your grinder, rotate the hopper fully counterclockwise past setting 40, and lift it straight off. Next, remove the rubber gasket, then lift out your ring burr and holder by the two tabs on the top. Now is a good time to do a minor brush out if you notice any buildup coffee in your chamber. Please see our cleaning video for your grinder model if you would like more information on how to do this. Next, we will want to remove the grounds bin by pulling it straight out. And then finally, we will remove the on-off knob by grasping it and pulling it out to the side. Now we can remove the case. Use a flathead screwdriver to lift the 4 clips on your case. You can use a towel or a cloth between the screwdriver and the grinder to keep it from getting scratched. Check out our case removal video guide for your model for a more detailed walkthrough on how to remove the case. Now that we have the case off, we will start by inspecting the interlock switch for a loose wire and check that the switch is engaged by the adjustment ring when it's rotated clockwise. Inspect the pulse button for loose wires or damage. Your switch may have been heat staked into position. Please know that this is not damage and should not affect performance. Now locate the power board. Inspect the circuit board solder joints and components for signs of damage. If you see any scorch marks, cracks, or bulging, these are all signs that the power board should be replaced. Gently push and pull on the motor Molex connector while watching the solder joints to see if they're loose. Gently push and pull on the green PTC while watching the solder joints to see if they're loose. Now you can inspect the side switch for loose wires or any damage. If there is no clear indication of board damage or a loose wire, we may need to take a deeper look. We recommend reaching out to Virtuoso Support if you need further assistance. To replace the grinder's power board, start by lifting off the hopper interlock switch off of its base. Next, remove the 3 screws that secure the gearbox and motor assembly to the plastic chassis. When removing the gearbox screws, take care not to lose the nuts under the 2 back bolts that connect the gearbox housing to the chassis. Keep all small parts contained as to not lose anything. Now you can unplug the motor connector and lift the entire motor gearbox assembly out of the chassis and set it aside carefully. Carefully unplug the power cord connector from the board. Please pull on the connector itself and not on the wire. If you notice the motor wires are soldered onto the circuit board, please reach out to Virtuoso Support for more guidance. Remove the 2 mounting screws that secure the power board to the chassis. Then lift the board straight out. Match the new board's orientation to the old one. Same side facing forward, same edge towards the power cord. Set the new board into place and secure it with the original screws. Make sure they're snug, but don't over-tighten. Over-tightening can strip the screw holes. Now you can reconnect the power cord Molex connector to the correct terminal on the power board. Push the connector on firmly until it seats fully. A loose connection can cause issues. Next, place the gearbox and motor assembly back into the chassis and plug the motor Molex connector into the power board. Before installing the screws, Make sure to place both the safety interlock cables back in between the gearbox and the chassis exactly as they were, making sure that there are no sharp bends or pinch points. Reinstall the 3 screws that secure the gearbox into the chassis. Reseat the hopper interlock microswitch onto its base, the same orientation as before. Put the case back on and push down so it snaps into place. After the case is installed, we recommend pressing alongside the top adjustment ring as it can sometimes get caught on the case, especially with models that have a top metal casing. Make sure that all 4 clips of the case snap in. Now you can reinstall the on-off knob. Since it's D-shaped, it can only go on one way. Grab your upper burr by the 2 tabs and place it back into the grinder. Give it a little wiggle so it sits fully in place. The red tab of the burr holder should align with the red tab on the adjustment ring, around the 5 o'clock position. Reseat the silicone gasket so the thick side is pointed down. It will sit inside the ring burr holder. Then install your hopper so that the silver line on the hopper lines up with the arrow on the grinder's neck. Push down slightly and twist the hopper below setting 40. Next, we will slide the groundsman back into place. Consistent cleaning, avoiding bulk grinding, and buying fresh coffee ensures consistent performance and protects all of its internal components from wear. Plug it in and that's it. You've successfully evaluated and, if needed, replace your power board in your Baratza Conical grinder. For additional help, please reach out to Baratza support. Thanks for watching. Happy grinding. Baratza. We grind, you brew.